So again, Sarah, so like this person that dropped Sarah's cloak, it no longer looks like a lich. Again, they have a flute that's sort of strung back there, and you can tell because of the reed that you blow in. If you did a quick glance, you'd think that maybe it was a dagger, but it's not. He has this large sword that's sheathed beside of him. It's a little bit bigger than you'd think that someone like him would wield. He's got some light armor and stuff, and a cloak. He has dark hair, but to you, with the perception, it almost looks like he's dyed it. It's like you could see maybe streaks of it where there's brownish blonde. But the thing that strikes you the most, like I said, the hair is sort of like that way. What strikes you the most is that it's very subtle. But he's human in appearance, but it's very, very subtle that his ears slightly look like they might not be 100% human. So they're nowhere near as pronounced as yours. Of course, your ears are not pronounced since you're a half elf, but it's very, very light. The more that you look at it, the more that you think that maybe they have been mutilated and cut and reshaped to look human, as if hiding his possible heritage. So Sarek sits and he looks at both of you, looks you directly in the eyes, and he says, "Welcome." So this is what I like to call my home away from home. This is where I go to think. So you should feel quite honored that you were the first living beings to come visit me here. So he goes and he sits down on his throne and moves his sword and puts it on one, and he moves his flute and puts it on sort of like the armrests. Sarek notices that you both are on guard. I think that's natural to say, right? So you're both very, very on guard. Again, it is just two of you here. Sarek's like, soon, your all's friends, as you all like to call, will be coming to me. I've given them a scroll that will take them to my avatar. And my avatar will make short work of them, considering we are waiting for others to come join us. So, you might know the others. So, one of them is a very close companion of yours, Protege. You've traveled long and hard, and overcome great strife and torment, relying on each other. So, and you held him in your arms, wishing that he would come back to life.
Jeez, great giants, you're long-winded.
So, yeah.
Let's just leave. Can we leave that part out? I know what happened in the last day or two.
Well, it's just nice to see companions really care for each other.
What do you know about companions, sir?
What do I know about companions?
Yeah, what do you know about companions?
It's ironic. For I was once a great adventurer like both of you.
Is that what happened?
You were nothing like us.
Is that what happened? And I've noticed his demeanor. Mm-hmm. Is that what happened to your ears? Or are you just ashamed? I got a good eye, Sarek.
Sarek looks and says, I see that your mouth isn't the only thing sharp. Your eyes also must have gotten benefits of...
Well, I'm half elf. You know that.
I do.
You see, I'm proud of my heritage.
So
it's been a long travel with what I have. But you know what? It's what made me I am today. What about you, Sarek? What's made you?
He says, may I ask, who was the elf? Your mother or father?
My mother.
Your mother. So, ironic. So,
Ironic?
was it ironic?
What's ironic about it, Sarek?
He's
Was
like-
yours too?
He's like, you were a soldier, were you not, Protege?
I was.
Was your father also a soldier?
He was a man, and he was my father.
So, did he leave you to leave your mother to care for you?
He loved us, Sarek. And that's all you need to know, bud.
So,
You still haven't answered me about your ears. Are you not proud of your heritage?
so, do you know why I dislike bards so much?
Why do you?
You know, because my mother, like your mother, was a bard, and she also was an elf.
Wow, I am just so proud that we get so much in common, Sarek.
Oh, I know. But did your mother decide to be a whore to take care of you?
Nope, she
So,
sure did,
To be
Sarek.
someone's conquest, like you've been over someone's conquests in
Oh
your
my
lifetime?
gosh, is that what's wrong with you, bud?
It's like,
Did you need a hug when you were a child or something? Because, bud, I'll give you a hug if you need a hug.
well, my mother never really got a chance to give many hugs.
Well,
Because my father, who was a soldier, came and slaughtered her and left me for dead.
well, that's a terrible shame, and I hate to hear that, Sarek. I do. As horrible of a person I think you are, I do hate to hear that. That was terrible.
So it was, and then you know what's else? You seem to be a champion of truth, are you not?
I am.
It's like I was found and adopted.
Good for you.
I was adopted by friends of my father, and I was raised, you know, unknowing about my true heritage. But I always knew something was different about me. I found out that they, as a baby, mutilated my ears to hide the fact that about my mother.
Oh, well, that's starting to make some sense there, Sarek.
So, and when I was old enough and I found out the truth, I slaughtered them. And I had my pseudo-father tell me where my real father was. And I took my false father's blade and hunted down and killed my real father.
With that sword you have there?
Well,
Because surely you'd kept on the blade that so profoundly got you started on this journey.
that's ironic. And he taps his hand on the armrest and he holds up the flute. He says, I killed my father with my mother's flute.
Wow.
So, for revenge. But sadly, it really didn't fulfill me. I wandered and sought power, and I ran into what I would call, possibly for a time in my life, friends. And they gave me purpose. Much, much purpose. We were able to find great celestial and divine treasures.
But it wasn't enough, was it, sir? You just kept wanting more and more and more.
Well, sometimes you realize that you're...
But see, I get that, Sarek, and I don't mean to interrupt you. See, as a soldier, I wanted to win. I wanted nothing but in battle to win at no cost. And then at one point, I started seeing myself going down the slippery slide, and I changed, Sarek. I didn't like who I become. See, look at you. You've enjoyed what you've become. I'm sad for you for that. If you have never found real peace, and you're never going to, look around us, Sarek. You're proud of this.
So, I am proud.
I can tell.
It's like I just have one regret. So, while you remind me of my mother and father all wrapped into one,
Oh, no.
so you remind me of something else.
What's
So-
that, Sarah? Cope?
No,
That's a shame.
the unwavering interference that you generate. Sort of like a certain friend of mine who was named Calibimbor.
I kind of like a turd that won't flush, ain't I, Sarah? But I have a feeling that it's all looking towards the end, ain't it, bud?
He says you believe that you have friends until
I do have friends, Sarah.
people do have friends until they find something that they are interested in that their friends are interested in. You know, I had another companion with me. Her name was Midnight.
Oh, that's quite a name.
So, let me tell you something about Midnight, considering you've met a part of her.
Oh, yeah?
So, you might know her as the Weaver of Magic, Mistra, you know, the goddess of the weave and magic. So,
Sounds powerful.
so back in the old days, she needed all of us. We needed each other.
So why didn't you just marry the chick and have you a couple little rugrats and just be a good person, Sarah? What happened?
Well,
Did she leave you for somebody else?
yes,
Wow, that sucked, didn't it?
yeah, Calibimbor.
I don't recognize that name.
It's like the one that I ventured with, the one that you remind me of.
Oh, well, I
It's
am
like-
not that person, Sarah.
It's like I just said you remind me.
All
of
right,
it.
but
So always getting in the way. So always preventing me from being able to talk, just like Calibimbor.
Sarah, I'm allowing you to talk.
I know. I'm really surprised our little short friend here has been so quiet.
You leave Belny out. Belny's been through a lot.
Oh,
It's just we're talking.
oh,
Let's let the two people that hate each other, which I am trying. I don't hate you, Sarah, but you need to go.
I'm rolling for insight on the hate statement.
I don't hate him. I don't hate him. There's good and evil.
So is this a time that you want to send your message to her?
Do I need to activate it?
Yeah, this say you activate message
Activate message.
and then tell Belny.
What kind of done did? I'll tell you that if things go south, you need to be adamant about a book.
Okay.
I'm not going to want to use it, but you need to be adamant about it,
Okay.
and Sarah needs to hear it.
I will make sure.
So again, Sarah can't get this message
Right,
magic,
doesn't.
so that's just between you all. To you all just sort of look at each other in a way. And Sarah's like, well, I know it's a platonic love, but still, being spurned by your advances and wanting to make a party and spending time together is very, very difficult. So, Melanie, the last time we had a private conversation, it's like you decided to be in my book instead of be with me.
I will never be with you.
I think she's a little out of your league, Sarah. And I say that with a big smile.
It's like, does it not please you to see the depths of everything I've done?
Sarah, she's not all about people in power, bud. You miss what a lot of people are about. To you, it's just power.
It's not-
And I'm sorry for you because you've had loss and didn't know how to deal with it. But this is you're dealing with it.
so,
And it's sad. It's sad, Sarah. I feel for you. I do.
Sarah sits and looks. He said, He said, "You're the peace song, are you not?"
I am.
So it's like, what better peace when there's no war or conflict? I'm creating.
There's going to be nothing.
It's like, that's not
There
true.
needs to be diversity. See, I know there needs to be a you. I know there needs to be good and there needs to be evil, but you don't want the balance. You want to be the balance.
He says, don't, and then Sarah's the interchanges a little bit. He says, do not, and he stands up. He leaves his sword and flute down, and he stands up right quick. He says, do not use that
be
word.
careful how you stand up. I am a soldier, Sarah. Don't get up in my face,
No,
okay?
He just stands up. He doesn't approach you. So
be easy. We're here to talk.
But your passive perception is it's weird that the term balance, like that's the word. He's really
Balance them off.
does not like saying that balance has control and the things you said. He looks over, and again he looks over at Bellany, and he says, "I did this for us, Bellany."
And I just turned to Bellamy.
There is no us. There will never be an us.
It's like when it's just me and you.
That's all you want, Sarah?
And he said,
It's just that? That's that?
He said she will grow to rely on me.
But that's not love, Sarah.
It's like I don't ask for love.
Oh, I see that.
It's like
That makes all sense.
I'm just asking for companionship.
I went into your book willingly so that you would leave my friends alone.
It's like, and I left them alone.
You did not.
It's like they're the ones that pursued. It's like they would have never known and never suffered if they would just left. I even left Thetadolyon in like relatively in one piece. While a lot of it burns, it's still there. It might not be complete. Pubshine that you all did, it's still there.
Sarah, I feel like that you can accomplish everything you want, and with Bell, and you're still just not going to be happy. There's a driving force in you that you just want to do bad. Look at us. You could have stopped this a long time ago. You're too eat up with it.
So, and he looks at you all. He said, "Chaos can only be tamed when there's nothing left."
But there still needs to be balance in the chaos, Sarek.
So, and
But you don't know nothing about balance.
He slams it down. He said, "I know more about balance than you."
You don't know nothing about balance, Sarek. Again, look around us. There is no balance. I know, baby. I'm sorry. It's okay. It's okay.
So Sarek looks and he says, "I wish that was true. I wish everything was free and flowing."
It could be, Sarek. It could be. We were going good. Everything was going right. And here you come along with your crush on Bellany. Freaking weird. You know?
He says it takes two things to balance each other out.
Oh, please,
Now,
please let me know, Sarek.
He says,
All powerful and knowledgeable Sarek.
it's like we all have our masters, and we all do deals.
Right.
We all do deals.
And who are you trying to double cross, Sarek? Come on. I know you better than you think I know you.
It's like that's
Who are you double crossing? Because
you
you didn't get all this power just from nothing. Come on. Talk to me. I mean, we might as well just be honest with you right here. I mean, look, the world's about to end. Come on, just tell me. What's it going to hurt? It's okay. She's upset.
And he looks and he says, and that's why I hate you, because you are me.
Oh, Lord.
Just
we get deep in here, Sarah.
Just you had opportunities that I didn't, and you made the choices that I couldn't.
You could have, Sarah. You
He's like,
just didn't believe in that, buddy.
You had your friends that
I
didn't
did
betray
have my
you.
friends.
That didn't betray you. You went off on your own and like to help better yourself, and they still accepted you to come back and help. I went off on my own to help do stuff, and I am punished for being elevated to a god.
But Sarek, I didn't set out to be a god. I set out to help people. You did not. We are different. You're not out helping nobody. You're out helping yourself.
Like,
and again, who are you double-crossing? Come on. Come on. I know you better than you think you do. You're all about yourself, Sarek.
roll persuasion.
Yes. Oh, I got you, persuasion.
You should be pretty.
I should remember this, but I don't.
Is it 13, 11, something like that?
It's high.
Yeah.
13. 23.
He looks and he's not really holding back too much.
Oh, you might as well not hold back now, Sarek.
So,
We're at the end of the world, buddy. Thanks to you. So who you double crossing?
It's like,
Talk to me.
so he looks like he's stalling, waiting for someone to come. It's like he's reluctant to say anything.
Sarek, did cat catch your tongue? You want to tell me, aren't you? You're wanting to. It's like eating at you at best. It's eating at you. Talk to me, bud.
He's like,
Where's it going to go?
So he looks and he goes, in your adventures, do you remember, the stories of the darkness?
History.
Remember, that was like the whole arc. Remember the legendary heroes
Yes.
in the darkness?
Yes, I remember, Sarek.
He said, do you remember hearing about the Great King? Like that was like, it's like he was the protector, and after he disappeared.
I vaguely remember, Sarek, yes.
So,
Where are you going with this, bud?
So, what if I told you that you accompanied a part of him?
A part?
Yes, a very small part.
Okay. I'm following you.
So, do you remember Bajorn?
Yes, I remember Bajorn.
So, you notice there's been a bunch of Bajorns?
No?
There have been.
Yeah, so
Oh
there's...
wait, I don't know that. I was in a book.
Yeah, I don't think
Just
I
kidding.
don't think either. Did you know there are thousands of Bajorns? Each different in their own way. Each doing things their own way. Yeah, you can roll if you think he's lying if you want. It's like insight.
Inside.
So
18 and 12.
all right. So Bajorn, Bajorn was with them when you came to him. Bajorn was with them.
Right.
Remember, he was knocked out. You all protected him and stuff. So Bajorn is with those guys, with your others.
Okay.
In that fight, remember they had the hut and they put the darkness on it.
Yes.
Yeah, that was Bajorn since he's got here. He said, "Do you?" And remember, he showed up on the ship. Remember, he showed up and saved, and you got his essence. Remember that god essence from it.
While he's talking,
Yeah.
I pull out my water skin. I'm sorry, Sarah, because I was traveling and was talking, but I'm just parched and I'm hungry, bud.
So he says,
Coming after you has been taxing on my body, and vaguely I'm getting tired.
he says, you said you wanted the truth.
I do want the truth.
But are you really prepared for the truth?
Sarek, I mean, look around you. What do you think I'm prepared for, buddy? I mean, what do you think? So let me have it, bud.
So
I don't think you can shock me much from here on out.
Bajorn is one of the thousands of fragments, thousands of Bajorns that are across the multiverse that I was asked to destroy and bring together. The only way I could do that is destroying the multiverse. And I did it for the Great King.
I mean, you working for somebody, Sarah? That doesn't seem like you, bud.
It's like, you do what you can to get out.
What was you
So-
trying to get out of?
So, to get out of Thetadolyon, my prison.
Oh,
But the funny thing is that many people don't know the Great King, otherwise known as the Darkness, so fell in love. A wonderful, chaotic thing, love, which granted my way in that I could actually talk to this person. And true love is chaotic. You can try to put rules to it, but when it's truly love, you know,
I agree with you on that.
rules are free flowing. And it gave me an opportunity to see common ground with an old enemy. This old enemy was also imprisoned in Thetadolyon. I bet you didn't know that Thetadolyon was a tool of a great entity. Thetadolyon was a prison. And it was a prison that as a punishment was given a warden.
It wasn't a prison for a lot of happy people.
Yes.
Eric.
But those were generations after. But it was always a dumping ground. You ever wondered why so much bad came around? And there was all this thing?
I always just thought the bad just he was attracted to me, bud.
So, well, it's like, it was not. There was a being.
That's good to know, actually.
There was a being that dumped it. Her name was the Lady of Pain. And she used our world as a dumping ground and a prison that they put things they didn't want across the multiverse. And as punishment, the Great King was set to be prisoner and warden of both. This Great King ruled over 7 liches. Does that sound familiar?
Mm-hmm.
So those 7 liches were also imprisoned there. Willingly, though, because they wanted to create their own world away from other things. And they knew they would be safe as long as they stayed in their particular assignments, thanks to the Great King and his warden. What no one really understood, though, was that the Great King was visited by someone that you know very closely. His name was Bahamut.
Remember Bahamut?
Well, you should. You carry a piece of him.
Right.
I sense a piece of him even in you now, along with, you've got his little symbol on your shirt too. He said, the funny thing about Bahamut, he's very lawful. So, he's very just. But you know what he isn't?
What is he not?
Tolerant.
Oh, was he not tolerant to you, sir?
So, I'm not talking about me.
Oh, no? What was he not tolerant to?
It's like my story. It's like you asked who I work with.
No, that's not what I asked. What did I ask, sir? Who you double crossing?
It's like,
I get that you got to work with somebody to double cross, but I just want to know who you double crossing, bud. Because I know. Come on, let me know.
It's like I'm telling you.
All right.
It's like.
You give me the story version. That's fine.
I'm giving you a story.
I'm happy to hear it.
Because here's the thing: how do you know who you're double crossing if you don't understand why?
That's true. That is true.
So you can decide if I'm double crossing, or if I am justified in my actions. So this Great King in Bahamut was. Think of Bahamut as the Great King's supervisor, coming in to ensure that he was doing what he was tasked by the outside world, deities and gods and beings of high power, making sure that Thetadolyon stayed in line, making sure that me and other things were being told stay in line.